up first, and then we're gonna head out to a spot because it's a little bit windy today. So hopefully I can find like a parking garage so the wind isn't too loud for y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna try to give you guys my best advice and just my story on how I was able to purchase my A90 Supra. Let's do it. Boy, I had to pick up that go-go juice. Feeling like unk today. Was at the gym for like 3 hours last night, so that's probably why. But yeah, right now we're gonna go to the spot. Hopefully it's all good because this spot always has cops crawling everywhere, so that's why I really don't like going to the spot. But really not trying to get exhausted today, but we gonna do it for y'all, bro. What's up, y'all? So we just made it to the spot, and there's low-key a lot of people around me, so hopefully I can get out and show you guys the car once some cars around me move and stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna just start laying it down on you guys on how I was able to purchase this car at the age of 18 years old. And hopefully this advice helps you if you're looking to buy your dream car or just any saving advice. But anyways, so I bought this car back in 2023 when I was 18 years old, so around 3 years ago. I'm currently 21. I was actually a junior in high school when I dropped out, believe it or not. Right, my brother Loki put me on, so I was able to buy this car. Anyways, so I was a junior in high school. I dropped out, and like any other Asian parents, my mom scolded the hell out of me. She's like, "You're not gonna stay home. You gotta get a job if you're not gonna go to school," you know. So after I dropped out, any 17-year-old, I was on the game. You know, I was slacking. I wasn't working. I wasn't doing anything. But at the time, my brother was working at this meat factory. This slaughterhouse, basically slaughterhouse. He was working there with a few of my cousins. Anyways, like he's like, "Oh, you know, come with me when you turn 18." You know, I was just about to turn 18 at the time, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you know." I was like, "Yeah." I'll tell him, you know, I'll go work with you and stuff. As soon as I turned 18, you know, I kept slacking still. I kept slacking, and then one day my brother just put in my application. He's like, "I put in your application, you know." He's like, "You have an interview coming up in a few weeks." And shout out to my brother, because if it wasn't for my brother, I don't think I would have been able to buy this car. Anyways, so I started working there, and let me tell you guys, bro, this job was the hardest job ever, bro. Like, this is my first time actually working like a hard labor job. And by the second day, I was like crying to my supervisor. I don't want to sound like a little boy or nothing, but yeah, it was so hard that I was crying to my supervisor on the second day. You know, like, oh, my hands hurt, everything, because I'm holding a knife all day, butchering cows. It's a lot of dirty work. If anybody who works in the food or any like processing like facility that has to do a lot of like butchering or anything to do with like holding an object, your hands, they get pretty beat. But anyways, I was making around $1,700 weekly. So yeah, I didn't have no bills, so I was able to stack up my money, and I stacked it up pretty quick. If you're making $1,700 a week and you have no bills and you're good at saving, I'd save like maybe 90% of my check. So I was putting $1,500 into savings every single week and having $200 to last me a week, you know. So if you guys can do the math, that money stacks up pretty quick. And then about buying this car, so knowing Asian parents, bro, they want you to either get a Toyota or a Lexus. So shout out to my homie Esso. He put me on like all the Beamer scene, everything. Because at first I wanted the Evo X. That was my dream car at first. I wanted the Evo, and it still is my dream car. Anyway, so yeah, like my homie let me ride in his car. It's a full Bolton 335i, and ever since then I wanted a BMW. But knowing Asian parents, they want you to either get a Lexus or a Toyota, no other car, you know, something reliable, and that's all-wheel drive. Because I live in a state where it's like all 4 seasons, so during the winter time it snows a lot. But anyways, I wanted a Beamer, and they're like, "Oh, you're not gonna get a Beamer, you know, you gotta get a Lexus or Toyota." You know, even though it's my money, my parents still wanted me to get a good car, reliable car. Anyways, so yeah, I wasn't even looking for an A90. I was looking for, I actually wanted a 340i, M340. Yeah, but also, big shout out to my mom, because without her, she's the one that actually co-signed for me. So, and she let me get on her insurance, so I'm not paying out the butt for some high insurance, you know. So shout out to mom, she's a real one for that. But anyways, I just want to say, bro, if you're like, you're working 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts, that does a lot to, a lot of kids. A lot of kids can't do that. A lot of kids, they like to have their free time, their Saturdays. But I'm saying, if you really want it that bad, you'll get up and you'll go do it. It's hard seeing your friends and your family hang out on Saturday and Friday night, when Friday night you like, oh, you want to hang out tomorrow. No, you got work. That did a lot on me. So I didn't work there like too long after that. After I got this car, I saved up. I worked there maybe like another year and a half, and then I was out. That type of job, if you do a hard labor job, like where you're really like using your body all day, like anybody who knows, any blue collar people out there, they know, or any hard labor job, they know. Like over time, your health is more important than the money sometimes. So hopefully this advice helps any of you guys or any kid who's younger and still in high school. I'm not saying do what I did. Do not drop out of school. If I could go back in time, I would have totally wanted to graduate. When are you gonna be young and you're driving a nice car? So I hope this helps you guys, and yeah, I'm gonna get out and show you all the car. Did switch up locations so I can show you guys what the car looks like in the sun. But I am gonna wrap up this video here. I hope my advice helps some of y'all, maybe not all of y'all, but some of y'all, on how I was able to buy this car at such a young age. And yeah, man, just work hard. Anything is achievable no matter what you put your mind to. If you do it, you go 100%. You can get whatever you want in life, and this is just the start of it. This is just one of my dream cars. As a car guy, you have multiple dream cars, but this is just one of them, and I'm blessed enough, I thank God every day, that I'm able to wake up and see this in my driveway. But yeah, if you guys work hard, anything's achievable. You know what I'm saying? But I do plan on doing more content creation, because this is something I do enjoy. I do have a passion for this. And bear with me because this is my first video, but yeah, hopefully I can get some more content for you guys tomorrow. There is a meet, so I might be pulling up there, but yeah, man, this is the current setup. I do plan on doing a video on all the mods I have done, but yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed.